Hey, welcome to American Reversion. For those of you watching this on Integrative Preparedness, I'm putting it up there too, just to let you know that I'm going to be putting more of this stuff over on American Reversion. Some of this has, of course, it crosses the line into preparedness because we have to be prepared for everything that's coming down the pike. But this has more to do with what's happening to our country, what we need to start standing up against and doing about it, and if we're going to have any chance of taking this country back. And I don't say that with any embarrassment or equivocation. You know, there are people that will say, "What do you mean take this country back?" Hey, I mean take it back to the way it used to be. Take it back to the way that it should be. Based on morals and hard work and self-reliance and not coddling lazy people and criminals and things like that. That's exactly what I mean. America used to be not a half bad place to live, and it has declined into a cesspool from which many of us are wanting to escape. Now, whether we're going to escape into something else or whether we're going to be able to change this around is yet to be seen, but in any case, the way that America is going right now is unsustainable for anybody that wants to have any kind of positive moral life and raise their kids and grandkids in. And we will either do something about it or we will do something else about it. Okay. This dirtbag, Darrell Brooks, the dirtbag, the career criminal who has more charges in his life than I could read, who drove through that parade of Christmas celebrants and killed a bunch of people, and now we've had an 8-year-old boy die. Jackson Sparks is his name. Jackson Sparks, an 8-year-old boy marching in a Christmas parade. You can imagine how happy he was, how excited he was for Christmas. Maybe he'd already made his Christmas list. His mom and dad and grandparents and all his friends had probably been asking him, what do you want for Christmas, Jackson? And you can imagine his excitement if you can remember your own, thinking about, oh, the magic of Christmas. What do I want for Christmas? The different toys, the different this, the different that. And some evil monster who by his own statements hates white people, who has put out unbelievably horrible rap. Some people call it music. I don't. It's I think one of the things that has driven this society down. And so he's this guy comes through and runs over this boy and kills him. How many people do you think know Jackson Sparks' name today? How many people do you think will know it tomorrow? How many people do you think will remember it next week or a week from now? There's already been this concerted effort to make this evil, I don't know a word for this subhuman glob of biological existence, Darrell Brooks. They say that he is a supporter and a follower of the Black Hebrew Israelite. Do you know anything about that group? If you don't, I suggest you look it up. The Black Panthers are again on the march. Do you know much about them? Nobody's saying that they are black supremacists, but that's exactly what they are. Okay, we always hear about white supremacists that I don't know any. Do you know any? Okay, you can't find a white supremacist, but these people are all over the place talking about how much they hate white people. And this crime here was a direct result of that. It's not me trying to stir up some kind of racial divide. It's them and their actions doing it. And what do we get in response to this? Did you happen to see the video of his court-appointed attorney consoling him and patting him on the back in court and rubbing his back, and people saying, "Oh, he broke down in tears when he'd learned that a child had died as a result of his monstrous act." Well, boo-hoo. Let's all feel real bad for him. That shows his humanity, doesn't it? And some people will say this shows the need for mental health intervention. I'll tell you what this shows the need for. This shows the need for taking out the trash. When that trash finally shows that it can't be changed. And that was a long time ago with this moron. Darrell Brooks should be the topic of many conversations over this Thanksgiving weekend. Most people will push it under the rug because it's unpleasant to talk about. And Jackson Sparks and his face and his name should be on everybody's minds, his name on everybody's lips. He should be the subject of many conversations. His family should be the recipient of all of our prayers. And this young, innocent boy, along with all the others who were injured and killed, is simply the latest sacrifice made by our society because we are weak in dealing with the monsters among us. The monsters among us must be dealt with. They must be removed from our society. There's a couple ways to do that. People have different opinions on it. I believe in the death penalty. Some people don't, but I don't care. I don't care if you dig a hole out in the middle of Kansas or Utah or anywhere and just take them out there and put them in it. And come by and throw some food in it every now and then, and let people come over and surround it and watch. And just take a look at them every now and then and say, that's what we do with the monsters in our society who kill innocent people. Now, I'll tell you what, I've written about this. If you did that, I'm writing more about it in the next book. If you did that, you'd bring this stuff to a screeching, maybe not a screeching, but you would slow this down and probably finally bring it to a halt. Okay. These are the things that can no longer be tolerated. And those who tolerate these things in our society, they must be held to account because they are aiding and abetting the murder and the destruction of our society. It's not just the monsters who do it, it's the ones who aid and abet it through their understanding and their inability and inadequacy to stand up and call wrong wrong, to call evil evil, and to say that it has to be met with effective responses to stop it. Okay. I know that I'm going to be doing a lot more of this over on American Reversion. If you want to join us over there, that's where I'll be doing more of this. Let's keep Jackson Sparks and his family. We know that he's with the Lord now. Let's keep his family in our prayers. Let's keep everyone in our prayers. And let's ask for guidance as to how we approach the solution for this. I'm going to take off now. On American Reversion, I always sign off by saying that America needs a reversion, a going back to the way it was supposed to be. And it needs you to be a part of it. And if you're not a part of it, you're a part of the problem. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.